Google Slides has the ability to draw and add elements much better than Google Docs and probably on a par with Google Draw. So to do this, I'm going to go and add a blank canvas page so I can start drawing with it. And I can get to insert shapes and insert text boxes along the main line here. But if I go up to the insert here, I have a few more options. So obviously I've got shapes and they're all broken into different types of shapes. So I could have a nice donut shape and I could edit the color of that because once I've got it selected, it's highlighted in blue. So I'm going to make that into an orangey color. The resizing handles are there as well as always on the corners, and then the scaling and stretching handles are there. You also have the option to rotate any elements you put in. And occasionally you'll see on some shapes this little adjuster icon appears. So this one I can control how much of a circle is in my circle, how much of a hole's in the middle. So I can make it a nice thin loopy circle like that. Again, this behaves like any other element. You can drag it around, you can overlay it and things like that. There are other elements as well I can insert. So I've got all my sorts of different shapes. I can insert tables, just like in Google Docs. I can insert a table and I can format on a table. It behaves exactly the same way as Google Docs and can be copied across from Google Docs. Another option in here as well, charts that you could be pulling in from Google Sheets, or you could make your own little chart data up. Again, probably best doing it in Sheets and bringing it, copy and pasting it across. Word art is available. Now, word art is slightly different in that you type something in. So I'll have Moana in here. And once I've created my word art, it behaves as text in that I can change the font of it if I want to. And I can change the color of it going in that way. And I can even change the outline color of it as well. So I might have an orange outline to it. But rather than being text or in a text box, it behaves in terms of moving it around the page. It behaves more like a picture. So by resizing rather than using font sizes, I can use the grab handles to move it around, or I can stretch and distort it if I really want to. So it just gives you a bit more option if you're wanting to create quite a graphical design. It's quite easy to do these on a blank canvas. Then all I could just do is I could just copy this across and I could paste this in over here. So I might want to bring it round over this way, rotate it and shrink it down. Lots of different options with the drawing elements, and unlike in Google Docs, you've got so much more control over where you put them on a page, which makes for quite a nice change. So if you're looking to create something and move things around, I might want to put a little text box in underneath there and add some content to that. I can do all sorts with Google Slides and in terms of creating content. Quite a useful tip to have a little test one, a little blank page to be building things on as well, because you can just copy and drag them across from it. So that is inserting other elements. Again, have a play of it. The shapes option is pretty good. There is a lot in there. There is a lot in there. I mean, you can get into the call-outs. You get speech bubbles, thought bubbles. You can use arrows. I think the arrows are probably more effective than the lines, because little lines that you use to join things together can sometimes be a bit tricky. You can join a line from there to there, and then you've got a straight line that you can use, but sometimes an arrow might be better off. So that is adding elements.